50th anniversary, I put together a deal in the most remote portion of Nevada that you could possibly find. So we brought about 200 people showed up. And anyway, to make a very long story short on that, we're sitting around the fire and talking about Sam Wheeler, who's one of the mountaineers that's part of this group. And I don't know, the subject came up of Bonneville and streamlining, and I came up with an idea. Hey, I bet I could take a couple of Hayabusa motors, build a streamliner, and go real fast out there. Of course, everybody, it took Sam 15 years, blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of a challenge, and they're all going, there's no way you could do it in 2 years. 2004, we finished it, and it was about 18 months after we started, and went out to Bonneville. I'd only been there once before, so we were all kind of new at this. We went to an SCTA event, took it out, and we ran it. It seemed to stay in the wheels. We had a guy named Jimmy Odom. He was a real top motorcycle racer back in the 70s when I was involved in Grand National racing. And so Jimmy was in it and did a real good job. That year we set a new SCTA record of 328 miles an hour the first time out. So it was pretty spectacular. We were able to just go out there and run very, very fast. We're getting ready to go to this meet that Mike Cook and I have put together. I'm kind of doing the motorcycle side of it, and he's doing the car side. And it should be a very, very interesting meet. If the weather holds good, there's over 12 miles of track out there, and you should see some really good speed. Everybody's goal now is, again, 400 miles an hour. That's going to be a kind of a historic point in the motorcycle land speed record.
You're probably wondering what this F-16 is without wings, but it's actually a land speed car. Myself, Ron Main, and George Poteet partnered up to run this car. It's a 3-liter, 4-cylinder Dodge. It's actually a Mopar USAC midget motor inside here. It produces about 1,200 horsepower. It's 197 cubic inches. We will be going up on the 22nd of this month to the Top One Oil Land Speed Shootout. Our goal is to get this car over 400 miles per hour. It's not an easy feat because we have a very small 3-liter motor. The other cars that will be up there will be from Montana, will be the Birkelands. They have twin blown Chrysler engines that produce about 5,000 horsepower. But with a little bit of luck, I think we can run with them. We also, up there will be Terry Nish and his Streamliner, which he will run a mountain motor. It's an 801 cubic inch big block. He will be naturally aspirated. The reason we're able to be competitive is because we have a Turbonetics hairdryer, which is a turbocharger. And that little turbocharger on our little engine is what makes the power. And George Poteet will be driving. George does a great job. He's from the Memphis area, the Memphis Street Rodders. And we're optimistic that we'll get this thing and break wind over 400.
Hello, my name's Doug Adler. I'm the car builder of Twisted, Ron Main's attempt to build the first fastest rubber band powered car in history. What we have back here are 382 4-foot long rubber bands that we hope are going to propel this car over a mile at as close to 30 miles an hour as possible. The way that this car operates is that the car, each rubber band motor is wound up, and then a lock, as you can see on these disc brakes, is locked to lock the motors in place. The car is then pushed up to speed and released, at which time we release each brake either sequentially or at the same time in order to let the car perpetuate along its path. And that's how we intend to complete our mission. As far as we know, there's never been a rubber band powered car that's been able to complete a mile. So that will be our intention to do that and do it under federal time.